Hello everyone out there in the real world, welcome back to my Lego world and welcome to Daly's Bricks. So welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Before we get started, can I say a massive thank you to everyone out there who has subscribed to this channel. I had no idea I would, or ever dreamt really, that I would get to 100 subscribers, but we're over that now and I can't believe it. I'm absolutely blown away, so thank you so much to everyone who subscribed, which leads me nicely on to, if you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe to this channel. It does mean so much, and I'm absolutely blown away with everyone who watches and stuff with my videos. Thank you so much. Also, if you're on Instagram, head on over to Instagram and check us out there. We're there at Dailies_bricks and say hi. And finally, we have our very own website, www.dailiesbricks.com. Check us out there as well. So we've dilly-dallied enough. Let's get cracking on with today's video. And we have the Spring Lantern Festival set to build. We finally got it. The shops aren't open here in the UK, but it finally came available on lego.com after being out of stock for a long time. We got it, we snatched it up, we built it, or we're going to build it, and we're going to share that with you. So, what we're waiting for? Let's get started. Here we are. This is the set we're going to build today, the Spring Lantern Festival, set number 80107. I can't read, quite obviously. And I've been looking forward to this set for a while. So it's in the UK here, the stores are still shut because of COVID, so our only option is to really get these kind of sets online really, and they've all been sold out for quite a while off lego.com, and these came in stock the other day and I was fortunate enough in the position I could grab one, and it came. So I've got a fantastic idea where I'm going to put this in the city, or at least I think it's fantastic, and we're going to get that put in the city. Now this set, let's just have a quick look at the box art. Again, obviously that Chinese kind of box art style on the front, as it is to celebrate the Chinese New Year, which I do believe is the year of the ox, hence why you have an ox here which has a light up piece, which is really cool. Now looking at the set, I think this looks really good and is going to look good in the city. I really like these moon doors here. You've got one on this side and another just on this side here. I think they look really good, look really interesting and intriguing, as well as this pavilion as well. I think it just adds a lot of character to this build. Now this set also contains quite a few minifigures, which will be nice, makes it a nice busy scene. And the thing I'm really looking forward to actually is the water. I've seen pictures of it and it looks really interesting technique, which could help us when we come to do our canal in the city as well. If we just quickly flip it on over to the other side, it just gives us a bit more showing on the back there. You can see the light of brick a bit more, and then this one is quite interesting. It's a base plate and a bit width, which means you can actually swap it around a little bit. So you see it comes in two separate plates, one normal base plate and a slightly smaller one, and you can actually switch it around to this design instead. So that'll be good for us to have a play around with in our city. Now this has 11 bags for it and 2 instruction manuals as well. And in the instruction manual we have quite a nice little Chinese art, I guess. If I can just get it for you guys. Yeah, here we are. It's quite nice. Bit of illustration of family going to a Spring Lantern Festival, having some soup. Yeah, I just thought it looks quite nice. Gives it a little bit more character to the set. So there we are. We're going to get this starting to get built. So far so good. We are 2 bags into the build. It doesn't take too long, and we've already got some nice shape looking. So as you can see here, this is the first base plate which book 1 focuses on. We built the paths coming around. This will be an entrance and one of those moon entrances. Sorry about that. And then we put some of the base floor in. I'm guessing this is where the water is going to go, and because we've got that all down already, it's going to give us some really nice interesting effects. So a lot of the foundation down now. I do believe the next bit is actually putting some of this water in, which I am actually looking forward to. So we've got the water in now and the ox. And I've got to say, I really like the water effect. This reminds us a bit of the treehouse set where you get the bank and stuff built up, and then you put the water in, and if you look closer, it gives it kind of more of a depth feel. These printed pieces of the fish look really good, and it's really good how you can see some of the leaves underneath the water as well. Just gives it a lot more depth and stuff. And I think the designer was having a laugh with everyone here, because there's a light up brick in the ox, and you've got to press the ox's butt for it to light up. So yeah, which seems a bit odd, but so far so good. Okay, so we've got the first part of our Spring Lantern Festival done here. This is obviously the bigger part of the two parts it comes with, on a 32 by 32 base plate, and it comes together really quick, but is absolutely beautiful. Like I've just said, I really like how we've done the water on this, how you get a feel of the depth of it really, that it's not just on top of the plate, that you build up these sides here to make it look like kind of a bank into the pond of a lake. The bridge looks beautiful as well, really nice detail, and kind of mirroring a little bit, I guess, the moon doors as well. And then just all the decoration around it, it just is a really nice looking set, and I really like these cobbled pieces, how they've done that with the kind of gold pieces but in dark blue grey to make it look like a cobbled kind of entrance and path really. So that's part one done. We're going to build the second part, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as nice looking as this part. And here we have the second part to it. So nice quick build, really quick one. This one, it's only I think what, 16 studs wide. So given that it's quite a narrow base, there's still loads of fantastic detail on this. Like another moon door here, which again just looks great. There's a couple of minifigs, another lamppost out the front, and then as you can see here, we've got some more of those lanterns, which probably would look fantastic lit up, I think. And then you've got the little kind of temple pavilion, which is a really nice fun build up on this rocky kind of mound, I guess, with some more bamboo shoots behind it. Really interesting techniques used to make all this come together, really. And I think the colours and everything just all complement each other. And if you build a set, you know that it's a nice build really. So I've enjoyed building it. It's something a bit different rather than just, you know, the last couple of builds I've done it has been some of the big modulars and things, which are great to build. But you just kind of feel like sometimes you're building up walls and things like this. So to do something that's a bit more kind of visually impactful and an outdoor kind of piece, a park area kind of thing, was a nice kind of change really. And I'm really looking forward to putting this where we're going to in the city. So let's put this together with the other piece. We've put both parts together then, and this is how it looks. So you've got a few different ways how you can put this. I opted for this format. Like we showed you this part and this part as two separate parts, so you can essentially either put it here or down that side there. Now I want to put it this way because the idea what we've got for the city, it would look better if I can put it in this way. So hopefully we can do. I'm going to show you in a second where I've got planned to put it in the city and how it looks at the minute, and then hopefully how it's going to look once this is in. But altogether, I still absolutely love this. I think it looks great. So my plan is I'm going to put this next to a modular, and this is going to act as like a little green area, little park I guess in the city. But seeing it all together now, this is the first time I've seen it all together properly myself, and I think you got to admit it does look like a really nice set that visually just looks very impactful on the city. And I think seeing all these, you know, the lanterns and stuff, I really want to get those lit up. I think they'll look fantastic, especially at the nighttime kind of scene in the city. So maybe that's something I'm gonna have to look into. But nice. I don't really have much green space in my city at the moment, so having something like this will dramatically boost that and be nice. Rightio, so like I've just said, I was going to show you where I've earmarked for the Spring Lantern Festival to go in our city, and this is where I've decided. As you can see, the workmen are already down there clearing the space, I guess. It's going to sit, hopefully as long as this all works out, it's going to sit next to the corner garage, and then the path can lead onto that road opposite Assembly Square and connect to this road here, and I just think it'll look really nice. The outside dining there will then overlook what will be kind of a little park for our city there. I think that hopefully, if it all works out, it's going to look really good. So what we need to do is clear this area. I need to, oh, I've just noticed, if you can see there, there's been a terrible accident. Superman has been hit by this bulldozer. I'm sure the Man of Steel will survive that. I'm sure he will, guys. Don't worry about it. But anyway, well, and the news crew are here. So they're either reporting on it or they're getting ready for the park to open. I don't know. You decide, guys. So sorry, I got distracted there. So yeah, we're gonna move all this stuff here. Move my cup of tea, and build up the frame here for the Spring Lantern Festival. Sit on top because all our modules are now raised up because we use these road plates so to connect them in and have this curb looking in. We use the Robin Hood bricks method where we use all plates as a frame and then put a module on top and then connect it to the road. So we're going to do that now, and fingers crossed it all works well. Okay, so there we go. We've got the frame put down now. The whole area is cleaned out of the building crew and stuff like that, and we've put the frame down for the Spring Lantern Festival to go. So what I use, in case you're not aware, this is called the Robin Hood bricks method, or where I got it from really. It's basically using these kind of plates here. These kind of plates a lot of people have in the Lego collections, maybe from sets and things like that I don't really have a use for it in my city. So I built a frame, and then as you can see here on the back of the Parisian restaurant, it all your base plate sits on here, and then you connect it to the road using a grey plate here, which connects to the road, and then this frame. Now you can see that in the garage here, if I just show you the bottom here. So it just looks like a big curb, and then basically on top of the plate is your tiles for your pavement. Now it works really well, or I found it works really well. So that's what I've done here. Now a lot of these plates, you can either get them for cheap on Bricklink, or I have a load lying around, so I'm just utilising parts and pieces that I'll never really use. These bits, you know, these yellow, I can't see myself using in a city kind of build. So it's an effective use of parts, and I think it looks really good, the outcome. So now the frame is down, we can put the Spring Lantern Festival itself on there. Well, here we are. The Spring Lantern Festival is now in place, and we're just finishing off here. So as you've just seen there, the frame work that we put on, now the Spring Lantern Festival here is sat on top of that, and all we need to do now is connect it all together so it doesn't slide around. Now how that's done, I've pretty much done it, but I'm just leaving this last little bit here to show you. We have a 2x4 plate here which is connected to the road and the frame underneath, and then to connect the modular to the road so nothing slides at all, we need to do this little curve here, which, if you can see, gives us this little lip in the curb, which I think looks fantastic and really adds more great detail to our city. So how that's done is you use a plate. It can be a 1x4 or any length really. You get some of these tiles, whichever colour you're using, and all you do is just connect them together. Oh, I'm trying to do it with one hand isn't the best or easiest. So there we've got that there, yeah, and all we do is we just connect it all together, and here, presto, it's done. And I think that looks fantastic now. So you see we've got that curb there on the road, and then that gives us our total view there. When you're coming down the road, it really does look like a road you would see in any city really. And then there's our Spring Lantern Festival within our city, which I think looks fantastic. Just kind of a nice little park for the residents. And as you can see, you've got the dining there, the outdoor dining in the Parisian restaurant, just overlooking this beautiful park. Doesn't take too much away from that outdoor detail in the Parisian restaurant really, because apart from that dining area, it's all just kind of like bin and things like that. So I think it just looks really, really nice all together. And it kind of works next to the corner garage. I'm just trying to get you different views there. What do you guys think? I think this works really well, and it's great that it's opposite Assembly Square as well, so you've got the Assembly Square right there across over the road, and you've got this little landmark area really. Just have a bird's eye view of it all there. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is coming along really, really great now. I'm really happy with a lot of the changes we've made this year and the new additions we've got. The city, I know there's not many minifigures around at the minute because we've just made some changes and things like that, but we'll add them all in soon, and this is going to start looking like a really vibrant part of the city now. Just need to work on that area. Ah! So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed seeing that Spring Lantern Festival build come along and see how it looks. I think it looks a great set. Like I said, it's nice to have built something that wasn't a building for a change. I know I do a lot of the buildings and things like that. It was just nice to kind of have a different kind of Lego building experience. You know, we've had it a few times with the treehouse and stuff. So it's just nice to have not just a building, although I love building the buildings, obviously. It was just nice to have a kind of, you know, the river and things like that going in. And I think personally it's a great addition to our city. I really like where we've put it. We'll share some more shots on Instagram and things like that of different angles and stuff. It's kind of hard to get the angles in, but we will get them just for you guys. So that leads me nicely over to saying, if you're on Instagram, check us out at dailies_bricks, or you can go on our website www.dailiesbricks.com. Before we leave you though, please let me know what you guys think. Drop them in the comments below, or send us a message over on Instagram or something like that. You know, have you guys got the Spring Lantern Festival? How did you find it? What did you enjoy building it? What did you not enjoy building it? Me personally, I really liked how we did the water effect in it. And it's gave us a lot of food for thought for our canal. You know, maybe we're going to take our time a little bit more of that and change that, just to give it a more better look and feel, similar to that Spring Lantern Festival set. Who knows? But one last thing, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to this channel. It does mean so much. Like I said earlier on, we've got past 100 subscribers now, which absolutely blown me away. And I just want to say thank you so much to all you guys out there who tune in, who comment, who subscribed, who shared our videos and stuff. It does mean so much to me, guys, and thank you so much. So on that note, I'll say bye and we'll see you next time on Daly's Bricks. See ya!